If you are having an ankle situation coming up for you, this is the video for you. You're going to want to listen up. As we have physical experiences in the body, we have metaphysical reasons for why they're happening. This weekend, I was doing a tarot reading for somebody, and as we were doing the reading, I got a sharp pain in my ankle. So let me tell you a little bit about the story that happened this weekend. This person was going through a major life transition and a major relationship change, moving house. There was a lot that was happening. As we were doing the reading and we were gaining clarity on where they were going and then where they were headed, I suddenly had a sharp pain in my right ankle. So I asked, did you have an experience with your right ankle at some point in time where there was maybe an injury or something that surgery or something that happened? And they thought about it and they said, yes, I did. And it was during the point when I decided to enter into the relationship with this person. And so we talked about it and came to the conclusion that there was a big resistance that was happening as they were going into this relationship. There was a part of their soul that was saying, I have to change who I am in order to be in this relationship. And so we had a lot of things that came up around this. Now, the metaphysical explanation for the ankle, I'm going to read a little bit here about it. The ankles are flexible and mobile part of the body. They serve to support the body, and by their physical location, they sustain great pressures. My ankles execute changes of direction and thereby represent my decisions and undertakings that are made on a base of my beliefs and values. So our ankles are the bridge between our foot, which is grounded on the earth, and then also our body, the rest of our body. And it is that pivoting point that allows us to take a direction in a certain way while also holding up our whole body, because our neck is also a place where we have direction, but this is where we look, and then our body is guided through where we look. Our ankles are the actual physical rotation of where we are actually moving our body going forward. So when we are feeling that there might be some kind of resistance that our soul is having, where it's like, oh yeah, the egoic mind and the part of us that really wants something in a certain way might say, yes, I'm going to step forward and I'm going to go forward with this, and this is like what I want. And then there's a part of the soul that is like, wait, hold on a second. Let's slow down and take a look at this and see where there might be some kind of hesitations that are going on. Now, when we have some kind of injury, especially something where it stops us from being able to walk in the ways that we normally would, it physically slows us down. Most of the things that manifest in the body, like, allow us to kind of have this moment of reflection, like, why? Like, what? Like, I need to slow down. Usually we have to change something about our day to day when something comes into the physical manifest, whether that is a cold where we have to be at home and we can't go out into public and be at work, and our body needs more rest during that time, maybe eating certain things differently to nourish our body in slightly different ways. And when we have an injury with our physical, especially with the leg, we are literally physically slowed down. It forces us, it's the manifest that forces us to like take a second and go, okay, like, I can't just be rushing through this anymore. I have to take a step back. Now, when we are not very aware of what is going on in our physical body, and we're still kind of like asleep or not really paying too much attention to like why this happened, there's just maybe frustration or anger around it, and just kind of like the grunt of like, I'm gonna get back to it, let me just keep going with this. And this is where that person was at that point in their life, is that they were on the push, they were on the go, like they had their one mission that they were going to do, and so it kept like pushing them forward, even when there is that experience of that slowdown that happens through the physical body. So in these moments when we have this with the ankle, it is definitely the point when we can say, okay, what is it that I am feeling a lack of clarity and direction on? Is this point to which I am moving forward actually truly in alignment with my highest self and where I want to be going with this? Ankles show me how I am able to rely on myself and my inner resources, or on the contrary, if I tend to rely or even depend on others. An injury or pain in the ankles is related to my capacity for remaining flexible in changing directions. So this is exactly what it is. There was like a straight and narrow, like, this is what I want and this is how it's going to happen. And the egoic mind came in and said, boom, that's the only way. And then the flexibility of the soul and the body was like, wait a minute, hold on, like let's take a step back and just like make sure that this is actually like in alignment for us. And that can be really a tough thing to experience when we are like, wait a minute, this is it, this is where I want to go. And we have kind of these little hits that come in and like give us these clues and cues to say, like, what is this that isn't in alignment? Our bodies are amazing for this. They tell us exactly what it is that we need to know. And most of the time, the egoic mind, the parts of us that are like, this is what I want to do, like, yes, I'm going for it this way, come in and start to force us in that direction. So affirmations for the ankles is, I become conscious of the situation or the relation in which I feel chained. I must also ask myself, considering that this is alignment in my ankle, is preventing me from performing certain tasks or jobs. What benefits am I thereby deriving from this immobility? I accept life and everything it places along my way. This will help me embrace life from its proper side. I am on the road that suits me best. So if you're having an ankle thing going on, just asking yourself, okay, like, what is this showing me? Where am I maybe having some resistance in the direction that I'm going? Which parts of my soul, which parts of me are asking me to take a deeper look at this? Because it might not mean the entire shift of the situation, that you have to like not be with this person or not take this job. It might just be that there is a certain way that going about it that is like feeling like it has this resistance to it. Maybe it's rushing through things or wanting it too quickly, when just like taking a breather and being like, it's okay, I'm good either way, it can come to me or it won't. Just kind of giving that ease in there and allowing yourself to kind of feel some of that that slowed down stillness, like allowing for the ankle and the foot to really plant down on the ground straight and steady, so that, you know, as we're moving our ankle, it doesn't roll over. Because it's when we don't have that ground, when we haven't clearly hit the surface of the ground straight, and our body is in kind of a different plane than the ankle is, that's when we have this like ankle roll situation happen, and something happens with our ankle. So I hope this gave you some clarity on this. If you would like to know more about metaphysical healing and more about the ankles, I will link a PDF for the ankles specifically. I am a wellness coach, energy worker, and tarot reader, and I combine all three of them together to help gain clarity into where these metaphysical things are coming up in life and how we can gain some clarity on moving forward in ways that are actually truly in alignment with our highest self. So look down below for that PDF if you'd like to download it on the ankles and more about metaphysical healing, and give me a like and a subscribe if this is something that aligns with you. It's free and it helps to get this information out to anybody who might need it. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.